Hi, my name is Dennis McIntee, and I've been speaking for over the last 15 years, training in organizations, helping take the drama out of their teams. And what we really do is help teams become more self-directed by becoming more confident, more collaborative, and more creative. And so one way that we really help teams become more confident is we've created many thinking tools, but one we use for that is called the 2P Confidence Protector. And it's a thinking process that we take teams through where they actually are able to turn back and look at the wins that they've had. See, many times what happens, especially with ambitious people, right, is we're always looking at this gap between here I am and here's where I want to get to. And when I'm always focused on the gap, I don't feel confident. Sometimes I feel frustrated or anxious or unsure. But if we teach teams, how do you turn back and measure your wins? And so what we created was the 2P Confidence Protector, and we'll take your team through this where we'll actually increase the confidence, because the reason people procrastinate is they don't feel confident. The reason people make excuses, they don't feel confident. So we always work to help them become more self-directed. The 2P Confidence Protector is one of those tools. Another tool that we've created, because we want to create creative teams. And the key thing with creativity is that when people face obstacles, they tend to either create or complain. And many times I think there's this mistake that teams and people have, that they feel like, well, I should come to work and there should be no problems. It should be easy. There should be no obstacles. And think about it. The only reason that you have an obstacle, it's really because you have a goal, right? As soon as I say, for example, make the goal of, hey, next year, I'm going to lose 20 pounds. Well, as soon as I set that goal, all of these obstacles appear, right? All of a sudden the obstacle of like, well, gosh, I really like to, eat late at night. I really like ice cream. Hey, I really like sugar. These are all of these obstacles that all of a sudden happen. And so we've created, and we'll show you how to work through this, called the goal funnel, where you set a goal and then you work through obstacles. And so it's a process that will take you through a thinking style that people can learn, and they'll actually become more creative. And then we want to create highly collaborative teams where people can work together. And many times a mistake that managers make is that they believe this mistake that people can read my mind, right? And sometimes if managers aren't careful, it's like, well, I thought I told them that, or it wasn't really clear to them. And people would say, man, my team is not on the same page. And I got frustrated hearing about that with teams. So guess what I created? I created a page so teams could get on the same page. And it's called the Intentionclarifier, where we answer the what, the who, and the when. And then I'll take you through this thinking process where you can share your why. Because when I know your why, when I know your context, it helps me be creative. Where every project you take through a thinking tool called an Intentionclarifier, where your intention gets very, very clear. Because the reality is, it's the teams with the greatest intention that always wins. It's the people with the greatest intention that always win. So our goal really is to take the drama out of teams and help them become more confident, more creative, more collaborative, so that they're self-directed, so that they produce results faster. They achieve outcomes easier with less time. And listen, the great news is you don't have to work longer hours. You just got to do it a little bit different.